I met a Gypsy.
His perfect season versus Carmichael's and Stewart's, as far as how many guys were missing.
Unpopular opinion, Stewart's perfect season was trash for competition.
I mean, it was given to him for sure.
Has anyone said that yet?
No, I don't think anyone has said that
yet. All right, let's look this up. 2008. Let's see who was there. This is not disrespectful to anybody. 2008 AMA.
No, because if anyone was going to be able to do it, it was going to be him.
Motocross Nationals.
Here, let's see who can do it first.
Overall results.
Dun, dun, dun.
2008.
Tim Ferry, Andrew Short, Michael Byrne, Cody Cooper, Nick Way. I mean, Ferry has always been a good rider. Andrew Short has always been like a top 5, top 3 guy.
But it ain't no Eli Tomac, Ken Roxon, Ricky Carmichael. Read that list again. Who got 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th against James Stewart when he got a perfect season?
Okay, so you've got Tim Ferry, 2nd, Andrew Short, 3rd, Michael Byrne, 4th, Cody Cooper, 5th, Nick Way, 6th, Joshua Hill, 7th, Jeff Alessi, 8, Sean Hamlin, 9, Mike Alessi, 10, Davey Millsaps, 11th.
There was no one. So that year, no, and again, sorry.
Well, and the only guys that did really all the races was the top 9 guys. Yeah. So, yeah, like that had to have been the easiest paycheck for him.
So that would be, okay, and you remember 2008 Unadilla, Cody Cooper almost beat James in both motos. Do you remember that?
I honestly, I need to look back it up.
So that was the race that James almost lost the perfect season, was Unadilla, right?
Three digits are legit.
Fucking Cooper. He's a friend of mine and he is amazing. But that is like Time Master Pool beating Jet Lawrence this year. You know what I mean? So everyone spent all year making this big deal about how Jet was nowhere near as good as what his results were, and that if Barsha was there and Cooper Webb was there and everyone, and it's just like, bro, the only math that needs to add up here, right, is Sexton. Sexton was the only dude last year that could beat Eli Tomac, the guy that won the title. He's there. None of the other dudes matter, honestly. You know, and I don't know if it sounds like crazy for me to say that, but it's like, it's literally Sexton. Sexton was better than everybody else last year by such a huge amount, you know? And it's like, what are you looking up there, mate?
Oh, I was just looking at this year's results.
Yeah, okay. So, you had Sexton last year beating Ferrandis by 20 seconds. This year, he beats Ferrandis by 40 seconds.
Well, to be fair,
he's just in second.
Dylan looked like he had, you know, he was getting off the couch. He looked like he had a little bit extra weight on him. He didn't look like he was totally ready for the Outdoor Nationals. At least that's what I thought. Like, has anyone said anything that he might retire or not after this season?
So. Well, I think he's going to go back to France, apparently.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy to me that he doesn't have a ride. But I guess my point in saying all of going on this rant is like, you literally had the dude, so last year, Sexton and Tomac is as fast as anybody has ever gone on a dirt bike. That was the consensus. That's what everybody said about last year's Outdoor Nationals. That same fucking dude showed up and was beating the same dudes by even more than he was last year when Tomac was there. He was just getting second every time. So it's like, that's the math. Well, Barsha never beat Sexton last year, never beat Tomac. Webb never beat Barsha, never beat Tomac. Kenny never beat Webb, never beat Tomac, never beat Sexton. So all of these guys...
Ken was really the only guy that almost beat Jet this year.
Not really.
The guy that got the closest, he was actually out front for most of the moto.
But the closest is he still lost that moto by 15 seconds. That's not almost beating someone.
Well, how did you feel about him saying that he came off the couch and just showed up? Like, I feel like that didn't happen. That was like play on words. He's been riding that bike, getting ready for World Supercross the whole time.
Yeah, but look at Shimoda. Shimoda didn't ride at all the week before Ironman went 1-1. Like, I honestly think these dudes ride way too much. Like,
Super Motocross, then do you think...
Well, dude, they all fucking rip there. No one gets to train the week before. No one gets to... They're off for like the first few laps of practice. They haven't rode in over a week, all jet lagged. Then they hit that stadium floor and it's like 5 laps into practice. They're doing everything and they're doing the same lap times that they'll do in qualifying. These dudes all know how to ride a bike. And the level that you're at is the level that you're at in terms of speed. You can make marginal gains when it comes to getting faster in a dirt bike, but there's a ceiling. I have a ceiling of speed. You have a ceiling of speed. Jet has a ceiling of speed. Fitness, like, yeah, you have to be a certain level of fitness to like do that speed for 30 minutes, which none of them are pinned for 30 minutes. Like, there's race management that's coming in at every level. So yeah, that whole narrative was so overblown. I get it. I get why they do it, because you've got 22 motos where you have to make it semi-interesting. But it's like, now that it's happened and now that he's gone perfect, can we all just fucking admit that he is so insanely good and that Sexton is so fucking insanely good, and he's as good, maybe better than he was last year when they went as fast.
Well, he's definitely better now after having some... You cannot get better...
You cannot not get better.
You cannot not get better by having somebody somewhat kick your ass.
Yeah.
And I saw him start doing lines that he didn't do last year.
For sure.
And so he was definitely pushing his ceiling. And the biggest thing that Sexton has, like, he was always the fastest guy on the track, whether it was Supercross or Motocross. Now that's not the narrative anymore, because Jet shows up and he shows you how to go faster, but also do it more proficient to where you're not almost crashing. Mm-hmm. So now Sexton has an issue to where he's like, okay, how do I go faster, but yet not go over my ceiling? Mm-hmm. And that's what he needs to figure out, because the only thing that was missing in his program from literally winning everything was, how do you calm down? How does he slow down to go fast? How does he slow down his mind so that he doesn't make these mistakes? And now he's got to figure out something completely different. Okay, changing the small thing, do you think it would have changed anything if, let's say, the motos would have been not as long, like 20-minute motos as opposed to 30 minutes? Do you think he still would have had a perfect season? Actually,
the thing is, you know what I look at as like I think Jet has James level talent, a bit. Like, I think he's the same. Like, the things that make me say that is Southwick, both motos. Ferrandis leads one, Sexton leads the other. Like, gets the whole shot. Bro. Lasted one straightaway. And he said, nah, I'm passing this dude. Passed him. That's it. That's all she wrote. Checked out. See ya. Managed the race 2 seconds, 4, whatever. He doesn't, like, that's the difference between him and James, though, is that he would just ride to win the race by 2 seconds. But you bet your ass that dude has some fucked up speed in his back pocket. And, like, the only chance we got to see it was the first 4 turns of each race. So go back now that we have 22 motos in the books and watch the first half a lap of every single moto. And you string that together as a highlight clip, that motherfucker's doing James Stewart shit.
I'm gonna say you're definitely an Aussie boy for sure. I'm not disagreeing with you. Jet is definitely the man, and I think he's a better 450 rider than he is a 250 guy. I think it fits his riding style better, and he can manage the power better.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, GYPSYTales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.